Hey everyone, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and give us a like. Now, let's jump into today's story. Alright, listen, because this one still messes with my head. So this happened to a guy named Ethan. Just a regular guy, mid-20s, working a boring office job, living alone for the first time in a small apartment. You know the type. Not the worst place, but definitely not great. The building was old, the hallways had that weird stale smell, and the walls were thin enough to hear your neighbor sneeze. But the rent was cheap, so whatever. Now at first, everything was fine. He spent his nights binging shows, playing games, and just enjoying the peace of not having roommates. But after about 2 weeks, things started feeling off. It wasn't anything huge at first, just little things. Like one time, he came home from work, and the bathroom door was locked from the inside. Weird, right? But he figured maybe he bumped it that morning. Then, his kitchen cabinets would be half open when he swore he closed them. Stuff was going missing and reappearing in random places. His keys, his phone charger, even his work badge. Still, nothing scary, just annoying. Then came the noises. It always happened late at night, around 2 or 3 a.m. Faint, scratching sounds coming from the walls and vents. Sometimes it was soft, like nails dragging across metal. Other times it was quicker, almost like someone crawling. At first, Ethan told himself it was rats, maybe some pigeons stuck in the air ducts. But deep down, something felt wrong. Then one night, he woke up freezing cold. His bedroom window was wide open. He was sure he locked it before bed. But okay, maybe he forgot. He got up, closed it, and that's when he heard it. A slow, wheezy breath. Not his. It was coming from the air vent near his closet. At this point, his gut was screaming that something wasn't right. But being human, he did what we all do. He ignored it. He told himself it was in his head, maybe just the old pipes making weird noises. But then the smell started. A foul, rotting stench, like sweat, mold, and something worse. It got stronger every night. He scrubbed his apartment, sprayed air fresheners. Nothing helped. The smell was always strongest near the closet. Now, this is where things get really messed up. One night, Ethan stayed up late gaming. Around 2:30 a.m., he got up to grab a drink and, without thinking, glanced at the vent. And for the first time, he saw it. 2 pale eyes, staring back at him, not moving, not blinking, just watching. Ethan froze. His heart stopped. His body wanted to run, but he couldn't move. For a solid 5 seconds, he just stood there, locked in a silent stare with whatever was inside that vent. Then, blink. The eyes disappeared. That was it. He grabbed his phone, ran to his car, and drove to his friend's place. He didn't even go back the next day, just called his landlord and demanded someone check the vents. The landlord, weirdly casual about it, just sighed and said, "Yeah, we had a squatter problem a while back." A while back? A while back? Ethan wasn't having it. He broke his lease and never went back. But before he left for good, he had one last conversation with the maintenance guy. He asked if they actually found anything in the vent. The guy, he got real quiet. Then after a long pause just said, "We found signs that someone had been in there." Ethan didn't ask what that meant. He didn't want to know. But sometimes, when he's alone in a quiet room, he swears he still hears scratching in the walls. So, what do you think? Can you imagine living in an apartment for weeks, thinking you're alone, only to realize someone's been watching you the whole time? I don't know about you, but I'm going to be checking my vents from now on. If you like this story, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. It really helps the channel, and I've got plenty more real-life horror stories coming soon. Until next time, stay safe and sleep with one eye open.